Hi, this is IK. Here is Thunk addNewPost. Thunk addNewPost is action creator. Action is object with two properties. One is post addNewPost, string type, action type, what means what would be with the payload. Two properties, one string action type and one properties is payload. Payload. Payload is created by this function, asynchronous function, arrow function. There is initial post in parameter, and in body of function we have object response. What we'll have in response.data will have payload. And here is await keyword, what means that we must wait that asynchronous process. Create asynchronous Thunk, create asynchronous Thunk, add new post in this situation. Thunk, add new post Thunk, wrap Axios post, wrap asynchronous request post, axios.post. And that request, there is address of endpoint, there it is, and second parameter of Axios post here is initial post. It is parameter initial post, here is initial post. Who activate this function and what is in initial post? Activate add post form. Add post form, here activate dispatch add new post. Add new post, this add new post is a reference to function to Thunk on post slice. Here is add new post, add post form component. And by this reference, we dispatch original function, add new post, original Thunk by this reference. But here, this reference, there is here, add new post can take title and content, and title and content is here like parameter, and that title and content is in initial post. Look at here. When I send okay, when I say for example AAA, save post, here it is. Look at here, title, content AAA, title AAA. It is post slice 16. It is post slice 16. Here it is post slice 16. Here it is. Initial post is array is object curly brackets means object. A title, object, there is a properties title, a, content, a, and here it is object. And that object is sent to mock server. A mock server is array, and that two properties, software on the mock server take care how push this new post to array. We don't need know nothing about it, but we know that if it is all is okay, that in mock server array would be a great growing for one post, one more post. And if it is all okay, mock server respond, HTTP protocol ask for respond, request, first request, second response. Every request, there is a response, okay or not okay. And here, if all is okay, response is here in data. It is payload. Okay, I can write console log response data. Response data. Response data. Okay, I will before console log response data. Okay, let's go to see what is response. It is here. And when I add, for example, BBB, save. Now we look at initial is 18. Initial is title and content, object. It is in curly bracket. But response data is object with three properties, ID, title, and content. What we send, title and content, is here, plus ID. Mock server give ID, and we have back response data, ID, title, and content. And where it is go, that return response data, Thunk function, response return that, and to whom return? To whom return? Return to, look it down, extra reducer, to builder, extra reducer, object builder, and the method add case of that object builder. It is add case, fetch post, fulfilled. Here it is. If all is okay, we have a fulfilled type of action, and here is a state posts, equal state posts, it is fetch post, say, at case rejected, add the new post, here it is, add new post fulfilled. addNewPost fulfilled, we have state.post.method push. What push? Action payload. It is explicit, and we can write like this because post lies in background, has a library, IMER library, and that IMER library will create copy of original state and push action payload to that copy, immutable way. It is mutation in immutable way. Action payload. We now know what is action payload. Action payload is ID 18, title BBBB, and content BBBB. It is payload, and state status, we write succeeded. Succeeded. It is add case. Add case, addNewPost fulfilled. addNewPost fulfilled. We can go to see here. Here it is that content ID title. And if I go to Redux, addNewPost fulfilled. We know it is post, addNewPost. Post is object post, addNewPost, and here is Thunk and fulfilled type of payload, fulfilled. It is here. You see that this string is created from, this is addNewPost fulfilled, and up in Thunk we see addNewPost. Here we see posts, addNewPost. And this is addNewPost is common this in this place, this string, and add case string. addNewPost fulfilled. addNewPost fulfilled. addNewPost, here it is. addNewPost fulfilled. And here in Redux, this and up this in function, there is a post. Together, here it is post, addNewPost, and fulfilled. All three, here it is. And when I click to this, I will see state, and I don't need status succeed, post here. Post is here it is. Post is post one. Here is complete, but okay, it is here. It is visible complete post, but interesting for me. I can see in console. Here it is. What is payload? Here it is. But there we have a state, a global state post, because it is a reducer and it is action push. IMER library, immutable way of mutation, and we have complete in Redux. We have complete state, but here in console we see what is response.data. What is in data? It is only one post, what we send. That same post plus ID, we have back response in data, and that post push by through reducer, push in our global state. It is asynchron API. How asynchron API add new post to mock server and receive same post plus ID of that post, have in response.data and push to global state. It is not process like in PHP and classic hypertext transfer protocol where we must refresh. We send data in database, and we must after that refresh page to see complete variable. But here we see complete variable without get complete array from mock server. No, we don't touch in process of add a new post. We don't request complete after server push new post in array on server. We have not processed that complete array go in response to, but only same that post, new post, send back. And of course, it is big performance to send only one post back, and we local in our browser, our React application, and together with Redux, there is add case builder and add case method create push to a post in our browser. And thanks to IMER library, we write push directly, but in the background, IMER library will create copy and will be immutable way of mutating state. State is output of our reducer. Input of reducer is a state, that same state, and action. Action, there is two properties, action type, string, and payload. In this situation, payload is one post, what we add together with the ID. it is payload, and the string, the type of action is post, add new post, fulfilled. Fulfilled. Okay, and this process, uh, after this process, compare a new state with the original state, see that it is changed, state is changed, and it is reason that we have a re-rendered, what re-rendered post list, only post list, not add a new post. That tank is connected with wrap, unwrap here. A tank function, this tank function is connected with in addPost form, unwrap, this unwrap. And unwrap is part of Redux, unwrap coming with the Redux.js toolkit. Unwrap is connected to tank, and unwrap, what unwrap? Unwrap promise. And what can find in that unwrapped promise can find the reject or fulfilled. What find unwrap can take it. And here, unwrap take it fulfilled, but it is not here coding for use it, and it is not important here. But it is coding and very important when reject, when tank catch from promise reject, unwrap, this unwrap will take reject, and that reject, that error will be inside of try catch structure, try catch structure, and we will see information about error on the user interface. On the user interface. If I delete async and await, I will have uncaught error. It means that we must here, if we want to see error in add a new post component, and we want, we must have asynchron. It means that we waiting here. It is reference, it is activation, but we waiting that we waiting promise, and that waiting promise, that waiting tank that send result of promise here to unwrap. Because of that, we waiting that complete asynchronous process tank add new post. We wait until finished with fulfilled or rejected, and unwrap take it, fulfilled or unwrap or rejected. But here is not interesting for us fulfilled, because that fulfilled go through reducer, through extra reducer in post slice. But error, when it is rejected, it is important unwrap, and unwrap here is because of reject. Unwrap methods, I talked about unwrap in some video before. Unwrap here is because of reject, catch reject, and this structure, try, catch, see error, catch that error here, set error, this string, and we see that error here in button of form. Okay, this is add the post form. Here is post slice. It is add new post. Thunk creator. Who create Thunk? Create asynchron Thunk. It is function with coming with the Redux.js toolkit. And Thunk Thunk function is created by create asynchron Thunk with two parameters. Create asynchron Thunk, create Thunk by help of two parameters, string, type, action, and asynchron function, initial, initial and initial post, and constant response equal await promise, axios.post address of endpoint, and the second parameter here is initial post. Important, initial post is object with title and content, and response data, here it is in data. It is in data. Response is object, data is properties. In that properties data is payload. What? It is title, content, and ID. ID, what was given by mock server. Okay, in one direction, in a request, go title, content. In response, go ID, title, content. And through extra reducer is as a reducer, but it is named that we know difference. Reducer is synchronized process when we have synchronized actions sent to Redux. But if we have asynchron Thunk function, we call it extra reducer. Final result is always a reducer with input state and input action, output state. That state in output is a state in input, but it is copy, would be created copy of state in input, and payload from action. Payload would be, in this situation, push to copy, and the new state would be array with one post more. I think that I said all about addNewPost, but that I accent and repeat many times what I need is important. And okay, it's all for this video. Thank you for watching this video.